of the United Nations was in the date of 26 June 1945 until 24 October 1945. In fact, the first time that appeared a new organization to replace the Society of the United Nations was in the 1st of January 1942 with the President Franklin Roosevelt with his 26 representatives at the time to fight the Axis powers. At the end of the war, the United Nations officially came into existence. In 1945, 50 organizations or countries met in San Francisco at the United Nations Conference on International Organization to draw up the United Nations Charter. Those delegates deliberated on the bills of proposals welcomed by the representatives of United States, USSR, England, and all the countries that was in there. After this war, after this all, so many countries were united to the United Nations. In fact, in this time there are like 160 nations. In the creation of the UN, there were three important causes that I will mention: the economic, the political, and the social cause. In the economic was the raise of collective life of poor countries and promote the powers to all the countries. In the politics was to replace of the Society of the United Nations and prevent another international conflict. And for last, the social cause was to preserve the future generation of all wars and reform all the bases of the basic rights of living beings. In the first I mentioned that there will be accomplished with so many organizations like the World Bank and the Food and UNICEF and all that organizations that help the countries to have a better quality of life. In the second I refer the oldest organization that was the Society of the United Nations will be replaced in the fact they will take the place the UN. And in the last cause, they made the document that is the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, that is the most important document in this organization that defends all human rights. The main achievement of the UN was the creation of so many organizations like UNICEF, UNESCO, the International Trade Center, the Office of the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, the UN Women, the United Nations Children Fund, the United Nations Conference of Trade of Development, United Nations Development Program, and all post programs like World Food Program that help the human being to be better, to have a better quality of life. But in all that, I have a bad thing, the consequence of this freedom, this liberty, this better of quality. In the original UN creation, they said that to prevent another wars, another conflicts, and the countries use that to have more ballistic weapons, more nuclear weapons, and all kinds of weapons that could lead us a world war that we want to prevent. A part of all affiliated organizations of this organization like this, the UN, the main body of the UN is the General Assembly, that he have a GA president, the Security Council that he have a TS Council president, the Economic and Social Council that he will have a president, and the Rulership Council with an International Court of Justice and the Secretariat. On all this, I see one thing that helps us, that is the best thing of this UN creation, that is the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. In this declaration, we'll see that our rights, our liberty, our freedom is defended by this document, and we can go anywhere and this will different. I can go to Europe and will be defend against any violation of this human rights. Thank you.